Hey, what's up, you guys? Adrian Zavala here, and I'm just curious, have you ever been to a campfire and just really had a good time? I mean, like, it didn't matter where you sat around that campfire. You just, you know what? It was a good time. I remember that night. I remember who I spoke with. I remember what I drank, what I ate, and it was a good, awesome night. I remember I've had a few. Thankfully, I've had friends, right? God's blessed me with some friends and family, and I remember some campfires that were just awesome, and I'm looking forward to even more awesome campfires. So, guys, if you've ever been to a campfire, you know what that's like to just sit around a campfire. Didn't matter where, how close. It's up to you to sit, close to the fire or a little bit far away, or I mean, even totally far away where you're having that conversation with someone. Like maybe you're in the car having that deep conversation with someone because you just really got into it. And so that always happens. And so, what does that have to do with team building? A lot, actually, a lot. Because unfortunately, what happens is when people start their network marketing business, they start to bring people in. And that's awesome. Maybe you're bringing them through your product. I don't know what company you're with, but maybe you're bringing them in through the opportunity, through the product, through the service, whatever it is that you're bringing people into your world and your company, your organization, whatever reason, um, think of it as a campfire. And I think that always really helps me whenever it is that I'm thinking about or talking to someone. Like, where would you sit if we were at a campfire? Where do you want to sit? And just help them feel welcomed. Because so many people, unfortunately, they build a team and then they struggle with retention. They struggle with people dropping off. And so why are we having people dropping off as a customer? Why are they dropping off as a business partner? Why are they dropping off maybe sometimes off the face of the world? I mean, thumbs up if anybody's ever ghosted you. I mean, I'm guilty of that where maybe, just maybe I'm responsible or I'm the reason why someone actually ghosted me. I mean, think of that. Like, you made them feel so uncomfortable that someone ghosted you. And sometimes we have to take responsibility for that. We have to take ownership over how it is that we were interacting with people. And they were like, you know what? I'm good. I'm gone. I'm like, maybe I'll block you, or maybe I'll just totally ghost you and ignore your messages, ignore your comments, everything. And guys, that happens, and it will continue to happen. But it's how you respond to when it happens and to when it doesn't happen. So it's up to you to make people feel welcomed. To make people feel welcome wherever it is that they want to sit in the campfire. And so, I want to give you a specific thing here, a specific example of that you might run into as you're building a team in network marketing, is where you have to learn how to distinguish. So distinguishing is the intelligence, the ability to distinguish. Intelligence is the ability to distinguish. Wow, just got done with my workout. I don't know if you can tell, but it's such a good workout. But intelligence is the ability to distinguish. And so, for example, like you could look at a bee and you're like, oh, that's a pretty bee, and I could tell you, well, that's a hornet, or hey, that's a wasp, right? Or hey, that's a honeybee, or whatever. Intelligence is the ability to distinguish. And so, what you got to do when you're building a team is you got to learn how to distinguish between desires and achievements. Desires and achievements. Achievements are awesome. Sometimes you might recruit someone into your network marketing organization and maybe they're just killing it, right? Like, they're just making things happen. They're signing up their cousins, and their cousins are just seeing the opportunity, and their warm market are just totally enjoying it, right? Or maybe you're signing up a customer and that customer is just crushing it with the results. I don't know, or your service, they're absolutely loving the service. So however it is that you're bringing people into your world and giving them, the benefits of being in your world now, maybe people are just making things happen. And so they're having achievements, they're getting results. And then you got people with desires, right? Desires are there regardless of the achievement. So sometimes you got people with high desires that it doesn't matter what they've achieved on week 1, week 2, month 1, 3 months in, 6 months in, 12 months in, 3 years in, 5 years in. It doesn't matter what the results. The desire is there. And if you don't see that difference between what they've achieved and what they desire, you will miss out on a great friendship, on a great business partner, on a great I don't know, just a great life with that person in your life, and vice versa, right? Because that's why we all love network marketing, because it is where you help enough people get what they want, so that way you can have what you want. I mean, it just, that check and balance, right? It's awesome. It's awesome. Aside from the fact that, as we know, network marketing is the lowest cost, lowest risk, lowest overhead way to start a business, right? It's a great opportunity for the what they call a micro entrepreneur. Maybe not a macro. Maybe the entrepreneur doesn't want to open up a big franchise, right? Maybe it's not the macro, but it is good for the micro. And maybe that's why you're in your company. Maybe that's why you're loving what you're doing now with your company. And so what you got to keep in mind is you have to think of it as a campfire. And remember that when you speak to people, you have to distinguish between what they've achieved and what they desire. Now, that doesn't mean that your time is going to be available for everyone, right? Regardless of what they've achieved or regardless of their desires. No, you always give homework. So whenever somebody comes to you, right, and is asking for advice like, hey, how do you get more people to watch the presentation? Well, you give them an assignment, hey, go do this and go do that, and then get back with me and let me know how it worked out for you, and then we'll go from there. We'll tweak it from there. Like, you give people homework, so that way you can kind of see and filter, people that are just kind of talking about it, or people that are actually taking action. And maybe they're not achieving those results just yet, but they're taking action and the desire is there. And so you got to learn how to distinguish that. And so think of it as a campfire. I really hope this helps you. And guys, I got to go because my kids are over here and they're just around the corner. I'm surprised they haven't bursted in through these doors. But guys, I know how hard it is for people to see this network marketing opportunity, whatever company you're with, to see it as sometimes it's very easy to see it as a get out of dumb, I don't know, just dumb school, get out of jail card, right? Get out of free jail card. What do I mean by this? I mean, a lot of you, and including myself, totally was guilty of this, is that you're trying to outfund your stupidity. You're trying to make enough money through your network marketing or business opportunity, and so you're trying to outfund your stupidity. You don't have a budget. Maybe you don't have a budget that is going to really work for you and for your family, and instead you're just putting you're putting your home direct, your home. Maybe you're putting your monthly products on a credit card and just going further into debt, instead of really bringing blessings into your family's home. And so guys, I put together a free video that you guys can watch. It's how $200 alone can help you get out of debt super fast. You don't have to make the big bucks in network marketing. You can, as you know, whatever company you're with, you can make those big bucks. That's awesome. Go make it happen. But I want to show you guys how only $200 can really change your life per month. $200 extra. And so if you want some access to that video, let me know. Shoot me a message or comment below. Hey, what's that $200 video? And I'll send it over to you for free. And anyways, guys, I gotta run, take a shower, and I'll see you guys tonight. Peace.